what I'm going to do now is tighten the lock nut for the smoke screw, but I have to do it in such a way where I have to hold the torque screw in place and also at the same time avoid it turning. Oh, here we go. Now it's tight. Okay, so what I've done here is, there we go, you can see that in there. Just going to put that in here, then lock it. Sorry about the camera work. And now to just nip it. There you go. Doesn't have to be reefed in. It just has to be nice and snug, because chances are I'll need to be modifying it again. Alright, I'm not even going to put the cover on yet, again for the purposes of for me to modify that if I need to. So now, to recap, I've undone the smoke screw all the way back so that it's almost flush with the inside housing. I've rotated the diaphragm so that the punch mark on the internal of the diaphragm plate is pointing 12 o'clock, which gives me maximum fuel. And I've also backed off or tightened, screwed clockwise the star wheel by 90 degrees to reduce the spring preload on the diaphragm. So now it's time for test drive. Okay, so EGT at idle. Temperature's still warming up. It's only at 57.4 degrees. Don't know if you can see that at the moment. I've tested it, gone for a bit of a drive already, and I must say it's made a huge improvement. The turbo, specifically the little turbo whistle, used to come in usually at about 2300 RPM. Now it's coming in, I think, just under 2000. So definitely reducing the spring preload by turning the star wheel 90 degrees has made a difference. Absolutely made a difference. I'm actually quite surprised I can't see that much smoke in the back. Now obviously I will get someone to follow me, but all in all I'm really pleased, and as I suspected, the smoke screw hardly makes a difference on a manual. I mean, with this thing is actually a lot more peaky in sound than the previous autos I've had. Not sure what I'll do is as I'm driving, I mean we're obviously in a little bit of a back streets here, so I'm going to turn around and go back onto the highway, and that way you can see the revs that I'm doing in accordance to the EGT and so on. So just to give you a bit of an idea. Must say I love driving discos, such a beautiful machine to drive. Okay. I'm also conscious of the fact that I'm still running on a cool motor. I don't know about you guys who've got discos out there, but geez, this thing takes a while to warm up, at least 10 minutes driving. And I've noticed certainly that, as I've mentioned in my previous videos, that my temperatures are actually running a lot cooler now since I've modified the main fuel screw on the pump by reducing it a quarter of a turn. Now, I'm not usually the pedal to the metal type of guy. I do have mechanical sympathy and so on. But when I was testing it out, especially when I was testing the EGT, trying to max that out, there was pedal to the metal and on a steep hill, and did fantastic. Boost came on, turbo came on way earlier then. This is the 100k/h zone. Yep, certainly a lot of pickup. Much better than what it was. I mean, you're never going to get performance out of these things. They're a 2.5. This goes way quite a bit, so it's never going to be a race machine. But then again, it's not been designed for that. So at the moment I'm just under 100 kilometres an hour. EGT's around the 450-ish mark. This is a slight incline, although you won't be able to notice it. So if I back off, there's no one behind, so I'll just back off a little bit. Put it into fourth. I made 80k now, and I'll accelerate now hard. So you see the temperature's going up quite quickly, and now we've reached 100. And there's no big plumes of black smoke in the back, keeping an eye on the mirrors. So I think I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite happy with the turbo spooling in a little bit earlier. I'm happy with the fact that it's not pouring out plumes of smoke in the back. I don't think I really need to adjust it. The only thing I'll do now is, as I've mentioned earlier on, I'll get someone to follow me to make sure there isn't any black smoke coming out or excessive amounts. As I said beforehand, I don't really like that. So yeah, this is it. So if you've got any questions or anything like that, I'm happy to answer based on my experience, as I said. And I hope the video showed you and given you a little bit more confidence to get in there and have a bit of a play yourself. All in all, I mean, you know, it probably took me about a little bit longer, 45 minutes or so, but happy with the result. Cheers.